Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I have been hearing so many of the people that I like to watch talking about Blend Bunny Cosmetics and their first two palettes, the Blends palette and the Surge palette, and how good the quality of those palettes were. And the only thing that kept me from picking up those two palettes were that they were rainbow palettes. And I already have several rainbow palettes, and one I haven't even used from Planet Makeup by Yolanda that I want to get my hands into. So those two palettes didn't kind of interest me, so I never picked them up. They came out with what they call their neutral palette, which is the Dollhouse palette. And that color story jumped right out at me, so I had to pick it up. And this is what the packaging looks like for the Dollhouse palette. And then this is what the color story looks like. So this looks like more of something that I would use on a regular basis than their rainbow palettes. And I am liking all the mauves and pinks and some purples and blues in this palette. So I wanted to create a look with it, at the same time see what the quality of the palette is. I can tell you that it is available on their website as I speak. And I feel like it came out like a few weeks ago, but it is available on their website as we speak, and it's $45, and you get 30 shades in this palette, so pretty nice price for the amount of shades that you get. What I absolutely love in this palette is like the arrangement of it. So you have, and I'm sorry if it's being washed out, you have like a row of shimmers here and a row of shimmers here. You have sort of a light, a medium, and a dark row of mattes right in the center of the palette. I love the fact that they have all of these shades here that would deepen your creasing and give you some dimension in your eyeshadow look. So I am ready to jump in, and I feel like I am going to go down this row here, or column here, with these shades. I don't know. Oh, no. We're going to switch around because I see some other colors that I want to jump into. I am going to zoom in so that you can see what I am doing here. And we will get to trying out Blend Bunny for the first time. I am going to do like probably a couple of swatches after I finish the look, just of some shades that I'm not going to use, so we can see how those swatch out. So if you want to watch me sit here and play with the Blend Bunny palette, keep watching. Alright, so what I am going to do first is take one of the sort of mid-tone shades here in this middle row, and I am going to use it as a transition shade. I am going to use this big fluffy brush from Sonia G, and this is the Detail Pro. I am going to use that so I can get like a diffused look in my crease. I did set my eyes with one of the MAC paint pots, and I think it's called Contemplative State, which is a newer shade from them, which I absolutely love. It kind of gives me that blanked out look on my eyelids. I had used their paint pots in the past, and I can't remember the other one that was sort of a skin tone shade for me, but this one seems just a little bit better. This one is closer to my Urban Decay in Caffeine. So we are going to see how this works over MAC. I am going to go in, I think I'm going to go in with the shade Vintage right here in my crease, and we'll see how that works. I am praying for no fallout because I have already done my complexion product, so I don't want to have to clean anything up. Let me zoom in a little bit. I think pretty much every eyeshadow works well over a MAC paint pot, so All right, so I am going to go in deeper into the crease now. I think that I am going to go into one of these little sort of defining shades here. Let's do the shade Plume, which is this shade here. So that is going to be sort of like my outer V. I'm going to use a really tiny brush here. And this brush is from BK Beauty from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection. Sorry, I'm still looking to make sure there's not another one that I want to use. Let's use the one that's like a step bigger. This is the A502 brush, and it is a little dirty because I have used it before. But this is the A502 brush. So it's a crease brush, but it's a little bit bigger, meant for more mature lids. So we are going to go in the shade Plume, and this shade looks like it is going to be super pigmented. So I am going to try and be careful here, but I'm going to, yeah, super pigmented. I'm going to start here. I feel like this lid is a little bit more, that lid is a little bit more droopy than the other one, but I'm going to put a little bit more here. All right, so what I am going to do, let me swatch this. I'm going to swatch the shade Pretend real now. Pretend is like a topper shade, so we are not going to use that one. I am going to use the shade down here, Little Sister. It's also from Sonia G. This is the Builder Pro, and I am going to use that to place this on my lid. Let's see how well this picks up on this brush, because otherwise I'm using my fingers. I think it does okay, but I think that I do want to go in with my finger and get, yeah, much better. Put this back. I'm going to take that blender brush that I had before, if I can find it. Yeah, and I am going to go just a dot back into Plume and just sort of blend out up here, because I got a little bit crazy with the shimmer shade. So we have concealer on. I did go ahead and put on a little bit of eyeliner. I used the Laura Geller Longwear Kajal Longwear eyeliner in Deepest Black, no, Deep Black Coal. So I have that on my waterline. I am going to go back into the palette, and I am going to go just with one of these. Is this the Builder Pro? Yeah, we're going to go in. No, we're not going to go in with the Builder Pro. We are going to go in with a BK Beauty brush number 204. And I am going to go back in with that shade Plume here. And I am going to put that on my lower lash line. All right, and I'm gonna take another, like a little pencil type brush, and we'll use this little small, little tiny blender brush. I am gonna go back into the shade Vintage, which is this shade here, and kind of blow out that color on the lower lash line. All right, and now I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is a Refer 26. I like this a little bit more chunky than, say, the Refer 03. And I'm going to go in with the shade Tool, I think, which is this shade here. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. This is a really pretty shade. And let's see. So it looks kind of pink in the pan, and then when you put it on your lid, it looks a little bit gold, which is fine with me. I am going to put mascara on off camera, and I will be right back. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I will be right back. And I am back, and this is my look with the Dollhouse palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Alright, and I can say, for this being my first palette from them, I can say that with this being my first palette from them, that I am pretty impressed with the quality of the eyeshadows. They were easy to blend. The shimmery shade that I used on my lid, Little Sister, was very pigmented. Granted, you have to use your finger if you want the most pigmentation from it. The mattes are fantastic. I love the variety of mattes that they give you, and it's these three rows here. I do like the variety of mattes. I like that it's more matte heavy than it is like shimmer heavy. I am going to go ahead and swatch a few. So I'm going to swatch the one I put on my inner corner first, because you couldn't really see that one, and that one is called Tool, and you can see like the pink to sort of like champagne-y gold shift on that one. I am going to swatch the shade Mannequin, which I did not use, and this is the shade Mannequin. Let me turn this light away for a sec. Seems like I turned it more, but that is the shade Mannequin. I'm going to go into this purple shade Imaginary, which I am probably going to be using pretty soon. It is gorgeous. So that is the shade Imaginary, and it doesn't feel as chunky as the other two shades that I swatched, which is great. This one does not feel chunky either. This is Marionette. Really smooth, really pretty. We are going to go in, and I am like hitting these shimmers hard. I am going to go in with the shade Chantilly, which is a gorgeous sort of mossy green color. Gorgeous. It's like green, a greenish gold or goldish green shade. I am going to go into a few of their mattes, and the first one I am going to swatch is the shade Rouge, and we'll swatch that one here. This is Rouge. That is so pretty. The shade Attic, really creamy. It is a sort of grayish with just a little tinge of lavender to it. That is Attic. Let's go into this deep purple shade, and this is called Cinched. Really pretty, and purples are hard to do. This is Cinched. And then let's go into sort of this almost split pea soup green shade called Figure. And that is there. That would be a good transition shade. And let's do that one little orangey shade I see real quick. Let me kind of wipe my fingers off, and that'll be the last one. This one is called Plastic. And Plastic is this shade here. So it comes off like a little bit peachy. So these are the shades, and I feel like this represents, let me hit this blue called Glass Eyes. This is a shimmer shade. And where will I put that? Oh, let's put that right here. Ooh, really pretty. This one is called Glass Eyes. I put it in a kind of a hard place for you to see it, but really pretty. So this is the swatches from the Dollhouse palette. This is sort of a good representation of the color story of this palette. The shades do not disappoint whatsoever. From swatching, all of the mattes show up for the most part, besides this royal purple color, which is notoriously hard to do. None of them seem patchy when I swatched them on my hand, except that purple one, but I don't know how it's going to blend on my eyes. But I really, really like this palette. I like the fact that you get 30 shades for $45. I love the formula of these. I am going to be using this palette this week. If you didn't already see my makeup basket video for the week, this palette was actually in my basket last week, but for whatever reason I didn't wear makeup at all last week, but I am going to do it this week. So that's it. This is going to be in my basket for the week. And check out Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and they have 3 palettes, and I believe they may have some other products too, but their palettes are pretty much what put them on the map. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. I don't even know my own outro. Have a great day, and may your day be as flawless as your makeup. Bye.